All right, guys, I got a brand new video on a steroid gym lifting slave. Gym lifting steroid slave. Yes, his name is Janicki, I think. It's Eric Janicki.
What is going on, YouTube
friends.
fitness family? I know.
The guy is definitely out there. So let's see what he has to say. So Jarek and whatever, he's an IFBB pro or a pro bodybuilder. I don't know what he is really. He's on massive amounts of gear, okay? The gear lifting, recruiting, lifting slave. I guess that's the only word I can use on YouTube because, bro, I'm telling you, I got demonetized for using the word, the STORI, whatever, D something word. You can't use that word, man. So it's the gear slave. Okay, that's what I'm going to use, man, the gear slave. Pro bodybuilder, full day of eating, 1 week out. So, see what he has to say. I'm going to do a reaction video to this.
What is going on, YouTube fitness family? I know I'm starting this video abrupt in my briefs, in my bedroom, but I'm excited. I feel really good. I'm a week out. We have one of...
You know, all the men are watching him, man. Women, they don't watch these kind of... Look, they like guys that are naturally built well. If you look the part, you have good genetics and you're built well, but not drug induced like this to the point where it's so fake, it's so obvious, it's so obvious on the face of it, so fake. The women, they don't fall for that. They fall for a person that is naturally built, naturally genetically built, not plant genetically built, okay, with plant genetics. All right, sorry about that. I got cut off again. I don't know why I keep shutting off. So yeah, you want a person that's naturally genetically built and not a guy that's built by plant genetics, okay? Injectable gear, plant genetic, whatever.
But I'm excited. I feel really good. I'm a week out. We have one of our last depletion days before we fill next week. It's about to be peak week, but as you know, that means we're digging hard this last few days to really bring glycogen down. Try to rip off maybe that...
He's working hard to bring glycogen down because that doesn't make any sense because it's not. Why doesn't he say he's trying to bring down fat cells, triglyceride fat cells to come down? He wants to bring down glycogen. His muscle is filled with glycogen. That's why he has this big, huge, puffy look. That isn't protein. That isn't myofibrillar growth, bro. You all think that's all. You think that that's real muscle? You have to be out of your mind. Muscle has an MND size limit. I think people still don't understand that. It has a nuclear domain size limit beyond where the progenitor can donate any more extranuclei to that domain to support further muscle growth, and it has a ceiling limit during hypertrophic process. So no steroid can bypass that. Now, he can bypass it if he knows how to, but I doubt he knows how to do any of that. But then again, he might have accidentally bypassed it, doing something very particular to get that progenitor to donate its nuclei to support further muscle growth. But I don't know what he's doing, okay? And as far as what he's eating, that's why I'm doing this video. It's whatever he's eating there.
Last little bit of body fat, start to reduce any water weight. So carbs are low today. I'm gonna walk you guys through a full...
Why is he eating any carbs at all? Huh. Carbs are low today. Look at this slave food he's eating. Oh my God.
Day of eating, but first, let's...
Protein? That's not protein. All that stuff is like, all that stuff in there is made from sugar. It's maltodextrin and a bunch of weird stuff. It's made from but it's made from products, waste products. That's what it's made out of. It's nasty, can hurt you. It's poison.
Get a little physique update to see where I'm at. About 9 days out, something like that. We'll see how it's looking here.
It's like, you know, the guy is like on a slow path of death. He's just like dying slowly, poisoning himself. It's like somebody poisoning you with arsenic slowly, and you're just withering away, dying slowly. DNA damage, mitochondrial damage. All right. Looking pretty sharp there for sure. All right, he wins the show. Side tricep. Oh, it's side chest pose. Tricep, yes. There we go. Out of the way.
Really excited about. That's was something I was really worried about, but seems to be tightening up.
Looks very pumped up on the glycogen. Yes, glyco muscles.
Over this last few days, so really happy. This also, all the way this cut all the way into the hip is something I'm really happy about, and the legs holding on even at this low glycogen level. Literally could not be.
See, the legs are holding on this low glycogen level. Do you think glycogen builds muscles? Or I thought protein builds muscles. So why is he so worried about glycogen levels? What is so important about glycogen?
More ready to absolutely destroy the show. So,
because without glycogen, he would never be that big, even on steroids. And I'm not joking to all of you. The thing with steroids are they draw more of this glycogen in the muscle. You could do it too at home. You can eat starchy potatoes, eat bowls and bowls of potatoes, and work out every so often. And you'll load this glycogen in the muscle. You'll notice it'll keep loading and loading and loading. So remember, when glycogen synthesis exceeds breakdown, you can load a lot of glycogen into that muscle. And it's easy to eat potatoes. It's a lot more easier to eat a lot of potatoes than meat. And it's easier to grow these glycogen muscles as opposed to growing protein muscles from protein. It's really hard. It's really hard. There's so many things that you're facing: myostatin, follistatin, the satellite cell, MND size limit, this, that. It's just so many things against you, bro. The repeated bout effect phenomena.
without further ado, let's eat some poverty calories. I'm gonna give it a.
So without glycogen, if he was just on a pure carnivore diet, I'm gonna tell you right now, his muscles would literally, they wouldn't be that big, bro. They wouldn't be that big.
Wait, right here, 2,500. It's gonna suck, but let's get this 2,500 in. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm eating, and we'll get some training clips from today. So excited about this video, let's hit it. All right, boys and girls, meal number one. We are going to start off with some Bowl of Gains. If you guys are not subscribed to them or have not tried their stuff, basically cream of rice, so 0 grams of fat. Really good source of carbs. I absolutely love this stuff. Makes you feel like you're eating dessert for breakfast. So I'm gonna do 70 grams, which is about, I'll give you guys the carbs later.
Oh my God, really? That's like gross, man. This is, man, this is, you know when they say calories in, calories out? I always say garbage in, garbage out. It's really garbage food. It's slave food in, slave food out.
But I think it'll be about 50 grams of carbs, so nothing crazy. I put a lot.
You see, you can classify it like this: natural food in, natural food out. You understand me? Slave food in, slave food out. Garbage food, artificial, fake, man-made food, engineered, man-made food in, and man-made, engineered food, fake food out.
I put some almond beverage unsweetened.
Oh my God, almond beverage. He says it's unsweetened. It's unsweetened with what? It got the fake sweetener in there. It's sweetened with the fake sweetener. It's the same stuff. Almonds, they're very toxic, man. They're toxic because they're seeds. They're extremely toxic. They have cyanide. They have cyanide in them, and they can't remove the cyanide. It's actually in there, but they're not going to post it on the container and say how much cyanide per whatever mil or whatever.
So it's only 30 calories, and then water makes it a little thicker. I put a
They're not required to do that, so why would they?
lot of water in, and I microwave
They're selling you a product. They don't want to scare you away that you're being poisoned with cyanide.
this. I'm just kind of stirring consistently for 5 minutes.
Look, to sell in this world, to take people's money, you have to lie to them. You have to hide, lie. You have to do a bunch of stuff. Scheme, scam, lie. Yeah.
And the reason I put so much water and almond milk in is just because it gives it more volume. So when I put in the protein powder, it's going to just take up a lot of room. And when you don't have a lot of calories, it feels good to obviously have what seems like more food. Second thing I'm going to do is...
Calories don't make you anabolic. What makes you anabolic is when you're in a positive nitrogen balance. Yeah, it makes you anabolic. Protein, when protein exceeds breakdown. They don't say calories, they say protein. They don't say these fake foods are gonna make you anabolic. They don't make you anabolic. They're energy, they're drugs, they're energy. They're a type of drug that gives you energy, like cocaine. Gives you this crazy energy. That's what sugar does.
Egg whites with...
You know, cocaine was once legal. They used to put it in alcohol, a bunch of stuff. Your Pops, your Coca-Cola, whatever.
Some shredded kale and...
Because it's made from plants. Yeah, it's all plants. All plants are drugs, and all drugs are made from plants.
And we're gonna do a tiny bit of goat cheese.
Goat cheese, yeah, okay. I like the eggs there he has. He's got a stack of eggs, but I'm not so big on eggs, man. Meat is the best. Beef.
And these 2 egg wraps. If you guys haven't tried these egg white wraps, they're actually kind of good. They're 25 calories each. 0 carbs, 0 fat, basically just protein. So it kind of makes you feel like you can make like a little bit of a breakfast burrito without having actual tortillas. And then we're gonna do a little goat cheese. So I'll cook this up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so I got the egg whites in there, put them in a really hot pan so they start to cook underneath. I've used a little bit of this better cheddar cheese powder. I use so little of it, it's probably about 10 calories. I'll track it. Use 1/3 a serving of goat cheese, which is literally only like, I want to say like 30 calories. It just gives it a little bit more flavor. Not very much, obviously. I only have 50 grams of fat today. So I'm gonna take these egg white wraps, and before it fully cooks, I'm gonna take these and basically push them on top of my little concoction here and kind of spread them out so they're even. You see how, like, because the top of the egg whites haven't quite cooked yet, so what's gonna do is almost stick to it and like cook to it. And also,
That is really gross, man, but okay.
kind of stick to that goat cheese as well. So I also used about a gram of pink Himalayan salt on there.
Well, I like the Himalayan salt's okay. I don't like that green stuff, man. Or the tortillas or anything.
As well, and so we're
And I don't like cheese either, so.
gonna take this, lid it off, cream of rice in the microwave. So this whole breakfast takes about
Cream of rice in the microwave, yeah, more toxic stuff. Cyanide, man, cream of rice.
6 minutes to cook, which is great. I'm also going to introduce you to the one that makes it all happen here, the love of my life.
See what I mean? He would have a big shock if he was to eat his, if he was to eat as a carnivore, if he was to eat meat, what he's supposed to do. But because he keeps eating all these fake foods, they're just destroying him slowly, and they're really messing up his physique. He'd probably have a better physique just being on high animal fat and protein. But he doesn't eat high animal fat. What he eats is these drugs called rice, cream of rice, and these starches and these carbohydrates that he keeps naming off. I don't know why he keeps eating carbohydrates when he can most likely get just as good of effect eating animal fat. I don't know. It's all relative. He'd have to try it. Going back, his behavior, he has to change his behavior, go back to normal, and see what he would look like being normal. But because he's abnormal and eating an artificial diet, he's creating artificial muscles. Look, artificial food creates artificial muscles. Real food is what? Meat. That's whole food. Real food is animal fat and beef, right? That's real food. So this is not real. So what is it? Artificial. So what does it create? Artificial muscles. What do they call it in science? Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Yes.
You guys don't usually get to see Alina and the babies a lot in my content, but they're literally why I do what I do. So she's super supportive and helps me get through these preps. And honestly, thank you, baby.
Yeah, most people don't know that Eric even has a wife.
I know, most people think I'm gay, so there's that. Yeah, we'll hopefully get some clips of the babies this afternoon so you guys can see them. They're at daycare. They go 3 days a week, so we just got a nice little walk-in. Got our steps in right before we started this video, so about 6,500 steps. Definitely underrated, guys. If you guys want to burn more calories, try to just get more steps in. Low cortisol activity output. Just, it's a lot easier on your body than trying to like do HIIT cardio or something like that. So I'm gonna let her go. She's got some clients, and I'll show you guys meal one in a sec here. All right, here we are. So this is the finished product of my like egg white wrap. So you can see I just kind of fold it over to make it more like a quesadilla, and I get it. It's like super like poverty quesadilla. But
super poverty quesadilla. That just says it all. Super poverty quesadilla. It's poverty. It's slave food. He's eating toxic slave food. I mean, this is just gross, man. Why can't he just eat a steak, a beautiful steak?
hey, it's delicious. I'm gonna try it right now. To me, that's like sensational. It's like,
Has he ever tried like some raw tartar? You know, you can prepare it, raw tartar. Raw beef. It's amazing.
40 grams of protein, roughly Only a couple grams of fat, maybe 4 to 5. Really, really delicious. Good.
You see, he could have probably the most phenomenal physique if he was just to eat meat, his natural, his normal diet, which is meat and animal fat. More animal fat because, you know, he's doing whatever he's doing here. More animal fat than the beef. You got to increase it. And he'll definitely have an amazing physique. He has no idea. He has no clue what he can actually accomplish, even if he is taking these plant genetics and injecting himself. But by being on his natural diet, he doesn't know what he could accomplish because he's never done it. He keeps eating this fake food, this artificial food, creating these artificial muscles, taking artificial hormones. But even if you are taking artificial hormones, what would happen if you were to just eat your natural diet on it? What would happen? He doesn't know. You have to experience. See, here's the thing. You have to go out. You have to experiment to see what you would accomplish by doing that. What would that look? What look would I get? See, I'm looking different right now, being on a high protein diet. My natural diet as a carnivore. I'm eating meat, and I just keep hitting it a lot. Like I'm eating a lot of meat. And I've dropped, like, I think it was 18 pounds, like since I started eating the last 3 weeks, like crazy, like a lot of meat every day. I've weighed myself and I actually lost 18 pounds, but yet I still look big. I still look big and everything. I look jacked and big, but I lost 18 pounds. So what was it that I lost? Some artificial weight. It was crap. There was a lot of crap still in my body somewhere, and it went away. I don't know where it went. It just went away, but I just look so much better. Here's another thing. I look better on a natural diet. That's what I discovered. I look terrible on an artificial diet. I look like I'm aging, falling apart. I look decrepit. I'm deteriorating. So can you imagine him? It deteriorates you. It ages you. It's artificial. It's fake. What happens when he's on his natural diet? What would happen, even if he is taking these plant genetic injections?
Micronutrients from the kale, good, obviously, fiber.
I guess he will never know. He will never know.
And obviously with this, it's going to be that's going to be like based on my main carb source. And I added some blueberries on top. I use frozen blueberries because the way it helps it is like
carb source, frozen blueberries, and what? HTL protein, again, blueberries. Why doesn't he just tell everybody the truth, what he's really doing? I take gear. I inject plant genetics in my body. He's the plant genetic slave. That's what he is. So, 15 grams of blueberries. Yeah, blueberries, they don't build muscles. Almond milk doesn't build muscles. It's got cyanide in it. Flavored Gang hot cereal. Cereal's terrible for you. Grains are horrendously bad for you. Grams of peanut butter. Again, peanut butter. They're not, man. They're seeds. They're not nuts that grow in a tree. They're peanuts. They grow in the ground. It's just terrible stuff.
See how they kind of almost like melt?
A total toxic soup here he's made. A toxic meal.
Into it since it's so freaking hot. Plus it allows me not have to wait for like 20 minutes to eat this because
sugar, water, and toxins, they just destroy your mitochondria. They destroy you. They make you look terrible. They make you look aged. That's why you're aging so fast. When you're injecting plant genetic toxins, plants have these plant genetics that he's injecting. They're also toxic, and if he's taking them orally as well, so they're toxic both ways. And he's injecting them, and he's eating this stuff. It's got what? Sugar, toxins, and cellulose. You can't digest it.
Like literally molten. But yeah, so I'm gonna try this for you guys.
Of course, and it tastes what? Sweet, right? And everybody goes, it tastes good. Of course, sweet tastes good because drugs taste good. See?
The bowl gains.
The bowl gains, yeah. Taste good because drugs taste good.
Mixed with that HTLT, both pumpkin flavor. Definitely.
Yeah, pumpkin flavor, man. Drugs. These plant drugs taste really good, yes.
Go to HGLT and get all the like the protein.
I mean, you know, they did a study in NCBI. They put rats there with a bunch of drugs, and all the rats went after the sugar.
It was one of the main reasons I signed up with the company, just because I've been using them.
This is all made up of waste products. It's all made from waste products. It's a known fact. It's made from waste products. It's horrendous on your health.
So delicious, and like shakes, but also stuff like this, baking, creamies. So
this is all unnatural food. Do you see anything natural here? No. There's no meat here anywhere. There's no meat. There's no seafood or meat. And meat is actually better. There's no meat here on this table. Everything is artificial. It's fake. It's man-made, engineered, artificial.
do not sleep on the HGLT protein, but I also add a little bit of cinnamon and then some of that Malden salt. So if you guys want some like really good, like kind of more flaky salt, that like, you know, they kind of reminds you of like when you get a chocolate chip cookie that has like the flake salt on top. It's exactly that same kind of effect. So you have the sweet, you have the salty, you get the blueberry on top, and I did like literally.
Yeah, sweet and salty. What's there? Sugar, cellulose, and toxins. It has no nutrient value whatsoever. If anything, sugar destroys your skin, your bones, withdraws minerals and vitamins from your skin, your bones, and your muscle. Yeah, man, it deteriorates you. That's what it does. It's a slow poison. It's a slow poison, plus the toxins in there. They're poisoning you slowly.
When I say 4 grams of peanut butter, I did 4 grams, which is just pathetic. I don't even know why it's even worth doing that. But I did it because I can just get a little bit of peanut butter flavor. And so thank you, Callum, for fucking 50 grams of fat. Go fuck yourself. All right, well, I'm going to eat this, enjoy it, and I will see you for meal 2. All right. That's so funny that I'm literally calling this meal fucking 2, Doug. All right, so this is meal 2.
Okay.
This is a fucking pre-workout banana, so it's about an hour and a half after breakfast. We're about to go train.
Like a lady asked me one time, she says, "You don't eat bananas?" I go, "No. Why would I eat it? Why do I need to eat a banana? Why do I need it?" And she just looked shocked, like, yeah, she thought about it, and she goes, "Yeah, you don't eat it. You don't need to eat it."
And so I'm gonna have a banana. It's like 25 grams of carbs.
You know, a lot of people think if they don't eat this food, they may die. They've been so conditioned. Here's the thing. All of you have been so conditioned out there to believe that if you don't eat this fake food, that you may die if you don't eat it. Oh no. If you eat a fake diet and you don't eat your natural diet, you will die. Meat. If you don't eat meat, you will die. Eating an artificial diet. You understand me? But if you eat meat, you won't die. You won't die if you eat meat. But you will die on an artificial diet if you don't eat any meat. It's true. It's the truth.
Oh, so sad. But I'm also going to do pre-workout.
That just shows you the power of meat. The power of it.
3.0, brand new. If you guys have not tried it, absolutely incredible. You can.
Yes, more chemicals in his body. And what are these chemicals doing? They're destroying him slowly. They're poisoning him slowly, deteriorating him. When he gets old, man, he's going to regret everything he did to himself.
Basically dictate how much caffeine you want by a scoop.
Look, I guarantee, come back about 15 years from now, 15, maybe 20, 15 years, and see where he is. And I guarantee you, he's going to be a shell of himself of a man, like all the rest of these so-called fake bodybuilders.
So 1, 2, or 3, basically have 100 mgs of caffeine per scoop. And so I usually will do like 1, 1.5. Probably do 2 today because I'll need it. Pre-pump with that, and then my intra.
He needs pre-pump? Why? What's in pre-pump? What's in it? What's it made out of? What kind of chemicals? Sugar? More sugar? Hi, man. Come on, all this stuff is sugar, bro. It's all drugs.
I'll do some Perilight, and I'll do a half scoop of basically dextrin carbohydrates, so a carb blend. So it's about 25 grams of carbs. Intra workout, and so that'll be about between pre and intra, like 45 to 50 grams of carbs, and then I will see you guys at the gym, and I'll show you post-workout meal number 4, which is also like literally a shake. I'm not to give it away, but
all right, let's see what you're gonna do on the floor, man.
See you guys at the gym shortly.
All right, guys, Coach Greg here, and I've got the brand new protein s'mores flavor, and it's literally amazing. Let's try it out. So I'm gonna do a scoop and a half here. Don't get to buy my cookbook.
Just fucking with you, Greg. But anyway, we're gonna do a scoop and a half of this delicious
Scoop and a half of this delicious fake Fake, artificial, weird food, man-made food. Okay.
S'mores protein, one of my favorites. And we're gonna juice this bitch up with literally, I'm not gonna measure it, but I've done this like a million times. What
Is
turns
he gonna put some pasteurized honey in there? Okay.
out to be about 10 grams. Just right over the top there. So I was going hypo on my cardio. So I added this,
He was going hypo on his cardio. Okay. Low blood glucose, also called low blood sugar or hypoglycemia, occurs when the level of glucose in your blood drops below the healthy for. Yeah, well, yeah, I've had that. If I don't eat enough animal fat and I work out, then yeah, I start to get a little bit dizzy. I start breathing heavy. There's energy going. Need more energy? Eat more animal fat.
a shake between my lift and my cardio with a little bit of honey in it, and it helps circumvent that problem. So I have about a scoop and a half, which is going to give me 40 grams of protein. So this protein's great because always 1 gram of fat, and as we know, I am on poverty freaking fats today. So
he's on poverty fats. Oh man. 30 grams of protein. There's no protein in plants. 30 grams of carbs. Well, it is definitely carbs. And that protein stuff at the top, it's 38 grams of carbs too. 1 gram of fat. What kind of fat is it? What type of fat is it, man? 210 calories. Okay. I don't know. Meat is not calories. Calories are artificial foods. Garbage food in, garbage food out. Natural food in, natural food out.
Any place I can save fats, I'm going to. I'm going to drink this, hit my incline treadmill, and then go home. I'm going to show you guys what I'm cooking up for lunch. I have a very good marinade I'm going to show you guys. I'll see you guys at meal number, I guess that'll be 4. We just got home, and we got the whole...
Meal number 4. I pretty much eat it all at the buffet. Meal number 4 and meal number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Crew here, we got...
So I'm in a positive nitrogen balance. It makes you anabolic when you eat like that, like I do at the Mandarin.
And with the sauce all over his face. We got Grandpa. We got Winter. Hi there, Winter. Alright, so just got home. I'm going to show you guys the grilling of the chicken right now. It's going to be okay, so I'll see you guys out the grill. You see the finished product here looking absolutely delectable.
They look completely burnt. I mean, the water, if there were ever any water-soluble vitamins in there or fat-soluble, they're all burnt out because chicken is putrid. Why do you think you have to cook chicken so well? Why do you can eat beef raw? Nothing's going to happen to you. But chicken, if it's raw or anything, you can get parasites, bacteria, and viruses from eating chicken. It's terrible. Yeah, man. And yeah, I don't know, and that goes for pork as well. So look how they've also burned it on the top there. The chicken's burned, man. This stuff could be bad for you. I don't know. It's like charcoal.
All right, guys. So we have made it inside, and I'm so thankful because it's literally like...
I never eat beef charred like that at all. I eat the beef I always eat. It's just enough, a half a minute on the grill, half a minute. It's just enough to kill if there were any bacteria on the surface, it would just kill it off. So it's mostly raw anyways inside when I'm eating it. Yeah.
110 degrees out, and by the grill it's like 200,000.
That's why you want to keep the water soluble vitamins intact in the beef and the all these vitamins intact. You don't want them overcooked or whatever. You don't want them burned out. It's the whole point. It's in the juice, the water, the blood that's in the meat.
Degrees out. So I have right here meal number, I guess technically 4. I've got some zucchini, which I prepared in advance a little bit.
Oh my God, zucchini, that is so toxic. White rice, toxic, arsenic. Huh. Chicken breast, which has been overcooked, it's completely dead. A cup of chopped tomatoes, okay, that's toxic as well. It's fiber, toxic. Can't digest it. It's anti-nutrient. A cup of sauerkraut I discovered too is anti-nutrient toxic. It's bad for you as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, the only thing he has there that's even remotely good is the chicken. The rest is anti-nutrient and totally toxic.
Tomatoes, the chicken, 6 ounces of rice, so 6 ounces chicken, 6 ounces of rice, a little bit of sauerkraut, and then 300 grams of zucchini. So I think this meal ends up being about 50 grams of protein, about 40 grams of carbs, and like 3 grams of fat. So
I really doubt that. The protein, obviously, he's going to tell you it's 46 grams of protein. If it was raw, it would be 46 grams of protein. But you destroyed it because you overcooked it. Danny says 46 grams of carbs. Well, yeah, you cook the rice, so the sugar content goes up. When you cook rice, the sugar content goes up, even in potatoes. It rises. When anything there that you cooked, any vegetable there you cooked as well, it rises, the sugar goes up in it. Then he says 3 grams of fat, 399 calories. Like I said, calories are fake. Meat is not a calorie.
And some probiotics from the sauerkraut, and yeah, some good volume just from the amount of zucchini. I feel like zucchini digests pretty well for me.
Then you get these crazy people and they say, well, a calorie, not all calories are the same. And then they try to measure up these calories with meat. They try to call meat, a whole food like meat, a calorie. It is not a calorie because it isn't made from sugar and cellulose and toxins. It's made from what? Nutrients. It has nutrients and it's made of protein. Protein and nutrients. That's it. What are plants? Sugar, cellulose, and toxins. It's got 3 things in it. See what I mean?
Like broccoli, like I literally have to stay away from because it makes me so gassy this deep in prep. So,
yeah, it's making you gassy because slave food, bro. It gives you an inflammation and you're gassy. You're not listening. He doesn't listen to his body. Here's the thing: a lot of people don't listen to their body. That inflammatory thing that you're getting in your belly and the gas and all that, it's telling you, I don't like this. You're farting like you're eating like a cow. Why are you eating cow food?
It just like gives me some more volume to my plate, and I'm gonna down this.
So he's eating it because it gives him more volume on his plate. Oh man.
I will see you guys for meal number, I guess 5, which would be dinner time. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this.
All right, I can't wait.
So meal number 5, baby just went down to sleep till 7 p.m. So we are going to do 6 grams of chicken, 6 ounces of chicken, 300 grams of zucchini again, 25 grams of avocado, and then about 50 grams of tomatoes.
So 25 grams of avocado, sugar, toxic, sugar, cellulose, toxic. Well, they consider it a fruit. It's toxic. Zucchini, toxic again, man. Sugar, cellulose, water. Chicken breast, which has been overcooked. It's dead. Chopped tomatoes again, and flavored gang sauce. I don't even know what this sauce is, but it sounds toxic, okay?
So this is a pretty low carb meal. And then I also added 8 grams, so about a half a serving of shout out to Ross at Flavor Gam.
It's totally anti-nutrient. So even if there were any nutrients left in that chicken, I doubt it would get into his muscle because they're anti-nutrients.
Smoking poppy sauce, so keeps you sane in prep, makes everything.
It's actually defeating the purpose. You're trying to eat you're trying to get in a lot of what? Nutrients, right? You're trying to be insulin sensitive and get these nutrients into the cells. You want to shuttle them in there. And it's kind of like counterproductive here. You're eating anti-nutrients and then eating chicken, which is nutrient, and the very little nutrients that you have left in there because you overcooked it, and you're trying to get it into the muscle and just nothing is really getting in there. You know what I mean? Nothing's ever really getting in there exactly.
It tastes really good and super low calorie. This one has 10 calories per serving.
She wants some.
All right, guys, final meal.
I know you're gonna say, but he looks big. Well, have you ever seen a bicycle pump? Yeah, when you pump up a bicycle tire, it gets big too, doesn't it? With air.
The night, so this is probably what I look forward to the most after breakfast, probably. But it's basically
After breakfast? What is this? This looks gross too.
like fruit bowl treat. Probably.
Fruit bowl treat. 1 scoop HTL protein, that fake garbage byproduct, the protein powder. What is this? High fiber cereal. Yeah, more grains, garbage. Very toxic. You can't digest it anyways. It destroys your gut. That's what grains do. They destroy your gut along with these fruits and vegetables and whatever else he's eating there. Slave diet. 11 grams of fat cottage cheese. Yeah, I'm not really the cottage cheese guy. Yeah, not anything processed I don't like, even if it is animal products. Other than butter. probably for cooking and stuff like that. I don't really eat butter, but okay, there's some people that do. Again, another cottage cheese. Maybe that's full fat cottage cheese. 300 grams of blueberries. Blueberries, yeah. Sugar, toxins, and water. Okay, that's gonna really make your physique shine, broski. Eric, your physique is gonna look amazing. All right, 300. Okay, one peach. One peach. Oh my God. Tablespoon of peanut butter. Again, it's just all garbage, weird, anti-nutrient food. This is terrible. Slave food, slave diet.
In previous videos, but I do 2 servings of cottage cheese, 1 serving of HTLT, Greg Nog, protein, a little bit of stevia. I mix all that
This is slave diet, bro.
up. I add in 300 grams of frozen blueberries and 1 peach. I put it back in the freezer for a little bit. And then on top, I put 1 serving of fiber cereal, 10 grams of peanut butter, and sugar-free syrup. So, and some cinnamon and sea salt for the flakes.
What? 59 grams of protein, grams of carbs, grams of fat, calories. Okay, oh well, whatever. It's just artificial food. It's fake.
From earlier, so this is literally like a great way to end the night. Ton of fiber, micronutrients, helps keep.
Why? Why do you need that? It doesn't do anything. It destroys your gut, destroys your health, destroys your mitochondria, man. It does everything in the book to destroy you. And he's going to try to convince you that this is healthy, eating a slave diet. Eating artificial food is healthy for you. How can anything artificial be healthy for you? Injecting artificial hormones, they're healthy for you too. They're toxic. They're toxic and everything. Yes, they're healthy for you. Let's go eat a slave diet too, slave food. It's very healthy for you to eat all these fake artificial foods. Yes, except for the natural food that you're supposed to eat, meat. Okay.
Keep me like satiated through most of the night.
Yeah, he's satiated throughout the night. Why not just eat a steak and go to bed?
Just because if I eat like something with very little volume at the end of the night, I tend to like wake up and not sleep very well. So this is it, guys. We're gonna watch a little bit of House of Dragons. Comment below if you guys have watched that. Also, make sure to check out all of the HTLT subs
House of Dragons. Okay, I gotta check it out.
that I mentioned in the video today. I love you guys, and
Of course, guys, all the slaves out there, go check out his products, and I bet you they're gonna buy it too, man. They're gonna buy into all of this.
let's finish this thing strong.
Because there's so many slaves out there. What can you expect? They're all brainwashed, easily conditioned slaves.
1 week out, baby. Gonna enjoy this, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Yes, sir. The face has got all these wrinkles and lines in them. You want to know why? The slave diet causes that. Anyways, friends, you tell me what you think about the slave diet that Eric Janicki is eating. 1 week out. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Helps with the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.